So first, let me know if you can see the screen for a while. Okay. Medyo nagahang lang. Yun. Okay. So, yan. Let me know if you can see my presentation. Can you hear me loud?
Wala po.
Malakas ba? Naririnig nyo ba ng maayos yung boses ko?
Opo.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hindi naman mahina.
Hindi po, sakto po.
Okay. So, yan. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Opo.
sige.
Yes po.
We can start. So, again, class, welcome to our last day of our 4 days free live webinar series. Topics all about basic accounting. Accounting cycle, step 7, prepare financial statements. Game?
Game, sir.
Game.
Okay, game.
Game, sir.
Okay, game. So, last financial statement to be discussed is no other than statement of cash flows. Okay? The easiest one. Okay? Ito ang pinakamadali. Do you agree?
Di po.
Hindi. So, sana madali, no? Let's see. Let's try. So, statement of cash flows, it shows the inflow and outflow of cash related to entities operating, investing, and financing activities. Okay? So, kung gusto mong malaman saan manggagaling yung pera at saan napupunta yung pera ng business, ito yung dapat mong tignan. Di ba? Ito yung dapat mong tignan na report. Okay? So, question muna class. Now, before we proceed with the proper discussion. Question, is it true that if the business have large amount of money, it is said that the business is earning too much? Or vice versa, is it true that if the business have large amount of income, it is said that the business have large amount of money also?
Depende po, sir.
That's correct. Ang sagot, pwede, pero depende. Diba? And these questions will be answered as we proceed to the discussion of statement of cash flows. Another point, no? Another point, class. Do you agree with this saying, money is all that matters? Have you heard that saying? Money is all
Yes,
that
sir.
matters.
Yes, sir.
Do you agree on that?
Hindi po.
Hindi. Pero narinig niyo na ba yon? Narinig niyo na ba yon?
No.
Hindi pa? Walang ganong kasabihan? Meron yan di ba? Money.
Yes, sir. Narinig naman po.
Narinig. May ganyang kasabihan Money is all that matters. Di ba? Faithful.
Meron po.
Money is all that matters. Faithful and forever. Di ba? Keeping us together. Money is all we need. Familiar kayo doon? Familiar kayo doon? Diba? Have you heard that? Money is all that matters, faithful and forever, keeping us together. Money is all we need. Familiar kayo doon?
Opo. Dun po sa kantang price tag.
Price tag ba yun? By the
Yung
way,
isa lang, money, ganun.
hindi. Anyway, actually,
Lab daw po yan, sir.
Ha?
Lab daw po.
Ano yan, bali lyrics yun ng kanta, no? Pinalitan ko lang yung love ng money. Eh? Pinalitan ko lang siya ng money. Pero, think of it, no? Think of it twice. Di ba? Sinabi ko lang yun just to make you smile or to make you laugh. Pero parang hindi yata nangyari. Anyway, again, think it twice, no? Pwede naman. Pwede naman talagang sabihin na money is all that matters. Di ba? Paano na lang ang business kung walang pera? Isipin nyo. Tama? Paano na lang kung ang business walang pera? O sige, ganito na lang. Isipin nyo na lang na paano kung ikaw ay walang pera? As a student, paano na lang kung wala kang pera? Paano pambili mo ng pagkain? Di ba? Pambili mo ng libro. Pamasahe mo araw-araw. Di ba? Teka. Yan. Pamasahe mo araw-araw. Tama? Pambayad ng kung ano-ano sa school. Di ba? Sir, wala pong problema. Scholar po ako. Nax. Very good kung ganun. Paano na lang kung di ka scholar? Sir, okay lang. Suportado naman ako ng parents ko. O ng kung sino man. Suportado ako sa pag-aaral ko. That's good kung ganun. Paano kung ikaw sa pamilya mo sa pera? Diba? Ni perang pambili ng pagkain o panggasto sa pang-araw-araw, hirap na. Diba? Paano pa kaya yung pag-aaral mo? Hindi ka na mag-aaral sa madaling salita. Diba? What I'm pointing, class, as individual, mahirap na wala kang pera. Ang hirap kumilos, di ba? Paano pa kung i-relate natin yung ganitong sitwasyon sa business? Paano na kung yung business nag-iikaw sa pera o wala ng pera? Di ba? And as an owner, no? As an owner of your business, these questions are questions that you don't want to answer. And at the first place, these questions are the questions you don't want to hear. Di ba? Tama? Do you agree?
Opo.
Kailangan ng business may pera. Enough cash to sustain its operation. Diba? Tama? And how you can able to do that? Of course, just simply monitor. Monitor your cash. Know your cash inflows and cash outflows. Saan ba natin nagagastos yung cash? Ano-ano bang pinanggagalingan ng cash? Tama? Tama po? Tama, class?
Tama, sir.
Okay, so take note of this.
Tama
No?
po.
Take note of this. A successful businessman knows how to handle and maximize cash. And to begin with that, start from preparing statement of cash flows. Okay? So, in preparing statement of cash flows, we need to be familiarized with these three activities. No? We have three activities. And what are those? Can you mention one, if you know? What are the three activities of cash flows? Eto na.
Investing, finance.
Investing, financing, and operating. Nandito na sa kanyang definition. Okay? So, let's further define it. Operating activities, ito, are the main revenue-producing activities of the entity that are not investing or financing activities. Okay? So, mamaya na natin explain. Investing activities are the acquisition and disposal of long-term assets and other investment. Financing activities are activities that alter the equity capital and borrowing structure of the entity. Okay? Teka lang. Okay? So, mahirap bang tandaan? Operating, investing, financing. Mahirap bang tandaan?
Hindi po.
Hindi.
Hindi po.
So, para mas madali pa, lalo, let's have abbreviation for this, no? Or mnemonics. Tawagin nating FIO. F stands for financing, I stands for investing, O stands for operating. cash flow activities, FIO. Okay? Teka lang ha. May sumasama pa ulit eh. Okay. So, operating activities, by the way, these are the examples of operating activities. Okay? So, sabi natin kanina, main revenue producing activities yung operating activities. Okay? In other words, these are cash derived from the regular business activities. Yung may kinalaman sa operation. So, in general, those are the transactions that affects the income and expenses. Okay? And transactions that affects the current assets and current liabilities of the business. So, pag sinabing operating, related yan sa transaction na income and expense. And at the same time, current assets and current liabilities. Okay? Pero take note, since usapang cash flows to. Okay? Dapat yung connected transaction dun sa sinabi kong apat, cash lang. Okay? Cash lang. Usapang cash lang. Okay? Kaya nga, examples natin ng mga operating activities, we have cash inflow. So ito yung mga pumasok na pera. Number 1, cash receipts from rendering service and or sales of goods. So may na-receive na pera from the provision of service or delivery of the goods by the business to its customer. Diba? Kasama dito yung cash na na-receive ng business on the dot. Meaning, nung nakapag-provide ng service o nakapag-deliver ng goods sa customer, yung business, nakolekta na agad yung cash. Okay? On the dot. So, ito yung mga tinatawag nating cash sales or cash revenues. Tama? Nung na-provide yung service, na-deliver yung goods, nagbayad agad si customer. Kasama yung dito sa cash receipts. Kasama din dyan, yung cash na nakolekta ng business kay customer para sa rendered service or delivered goods previously on account. So meaning, nung nakapag-provide ng service si business or nakapag-deliver ng goods ang business kay customer, hindi pa nagbayad si customer noon. Then afterwards, nakakolekta na si business kay customer. Dati, accounts receivable, ngayon naging cash. So, kasama din yun dito. Okay? Sa cash receipts from rendering service. Then, kasama din yung advance na perang nakuha ng business para sa gagawin pa lang na service o i-deliver pa lang na goods kay customer. Okay? So, pag may na-receive na pera, kahit wala pang nare-render na service, o nadi-deliver na goods si business kay customer, kasama yun dito. Okay? Okay po? Next,
Yes, sir.
cash receipts from rent, commission, interest, and other revenues. So, yung mga sinabi ko kanina, no, same applies here. Ang pinagkaiba nga lang, yung kanina, main sources of revenue yun. Ito, mga other revenues. Okay? Other sources of revenues ng business. Same scenario ng mga sinabi ko kanina kung may ganung klaseng scenario. No? Na related sa rent, commission, interest, and other revenues other than the major sources of revenues ng business. Okay? So, lahat yon inflows, papasok na pera under operating activities. Okay? Sa cash outflow, ganun din. So, parang binaliktad din. So, cash payment to suppliers for service and goods. So, ito naman, kasama dito yung cash na binayad ng business on the dot nung nakapag-provide si supplier ng service or nakapag-deliver ito ng goods sa business. Okay? So, nung na-deliver na yung goods kay business, na-provide na ng supplier yung service kay business, on the dot, nagbayad agad si business. Kasama yun dito. Ito yun, cash payment to supplier. Okay? Okay? Then, kasama din yan, yung binayad ng business kay supplier para sa rendered service or delivered goods previously on account. So, dati, nakapag-provide yung supplier, no, ng service or nakapag-deliver ng goods sa business Pero on that day or on that time, hindi pa nagbayad si business. Then afterwards, nagbayad na siya kay supplier. So kasama yun dito. Diba? Dating payable, ngayon hindi na kasi binayaran na ng business. So kasama yun dito kapag binayaran na. Okay? And kasama dito yung cash na binayad ng business kay supplier as advance para sa gagawin pa lang na service o i-deliver pa lang na goods ni supplier kay business. So, kung nagbayad na siya agad-agad kay supplier, si business nagbayad agad kay supplier kahit wala pa namang nare-render na service si supplier or nade-deliver na goods si supplier, still kasama yun dito. Cash payment to suppliers for service and goods. Okay? Pag sinabi mong goods class, malawak ang sakop niyan, pwedeng capital goods, yung mga alam natin na equipment, 'di ba? Kasi galing naman 'yan sa supplier natin, 'di ba? Kung may cash payment tayo nung ginawa para sa kanila, isasama natin 'yan dito. Pero hindi 'yun yung on the dot. Kumbaga nung nag-order tayo, utang muna, then afterwards binayaran natin. 'Yun yung mag-fall down dito sa sinasabi natin. Okay? Next, cash payment of various or other operating expenses. So same applies dun sa sinabi ko kanina. Mapa-supplies man yan, di ba? Utilities, mga taxes, interest, advertising, gas and oil, insurance, and other expenses na binayaran ng business. Kasama yun dito. Okay? So in general, basta may kinalaman yung cash receipts or cash disbursement sa income and expenses or sa current assets and current liabilities ng business, papasok yon sa operating activities. Maliwanag? Maliwanag po? Maliwanag po?
Opo.
Okay. Tandaan. Okay? Mamaya, let's have practice, no? Na pag sinabi kong transaction, let me know kung anong operating activities siya. Tama? Kung anong activity siya, kung operating, investing, financing. Let's just finish the remaining two. Okay? Before we go with the example. So next, examples of investing activities. Teka, may narinig tayo. Okay? Yun. Okay, teka, mayroon pa ulit. Okay? Example of investing activities naman. Okay. Pag sinabi mo kasing investing activities, again, these are acquisition and disposal of long-term assets and other investments that are not considered to be cash equivalents. Okay? So in general, lahat ng may kinalaman sa cash flows related to non-current assets. So usapang non-current assets to or mga long-term assets. Tulad ng PPEs, di ba? Land, building, machine, equipment, and furniture. Tulad ng intangible assets, tulad ng long-term investments, and yung mga loans receivable natin or yung mga advances na pinautang natin sa other parties. Okay? That are expected to be collected more than 1 year. Okay? So kasama yun doon. Basta may na-receive ka in relation to those that I've mentioned or may binayad ka in relation to those that I've mentioned, pasok yun sa investing activities. Yun nga, pag binenta mo, malamang, pag binenta mo yung mga non-current assets na binanggit ko kanina, or kaya pag in-acquire mo yung mga non-current assets na binanggit ko kanina. Okay? So, operating, income and expenses related, and then current assets and current liabilities related. Okay? Pag investing, non-current assets related. Okay ba? Madaling tandaan? Tama?
Yes po.
Okay.
Opo.
Next. So okay tayo dito It's all about non-current assets. Whether binenta mo yon or binili mo yon. Okay? Meron lang akong gustong i-point out, class, no? Meron lang akong gustong i-point out. Ito ang huli. Cash advance or loans to other parties. What if ganito ang senaryo? The business is a bank. Okay? nagpautang siya sa borrower. There is cash advance or loans made to them, tama? Tama? Or sabihin natin, bank receives the repayment, no, from its borrower. No, so nagbayad na, naka-receive ng pera ngayon si bank. Are these part of investing activities?
Hindi po.
Bakit?
Kasi po, feeling ko ay service po ng bank na magpa-loan.
So kung hindi siya investing, ano dapat siya?
Operating.
Operating po.
That's correct, operating. No? Tama yung sinabi niya. Take note na bangko to, yung sinabi kong senaryo, di ba? At part ng regular business activities ng bangko ang magpautang o makareceive ng payment sa pinautangan niya. Correct? And that scenario, again, will be considered as operating activities. No? So, sir, ano yung tinutukoy mo dito? So, ito yung scenario kapag investing ang magiging classification natin for this kind of cash transaction. Tsaka ito, kung yung business, manufacturing business or merchandising business or service provider other than lending, di ba? Okay? So, nagpautang sa iba, nag-extend yung business ng loan. Take note manufacturing, merchandising, or service other than lending siya. Okay? Nagpautang kung kanino man, di ba? Then, naka-receive ng payment afterwards, saan papasok yun? Saan papasok yun? Hello? Saan papasok ngayon yun? Ulitin ko, manufacturing business yan or merchandising business yan or service business yan, pero hindi siya inline dun sa lending activities. Diba? Then all of a sudden, nag-extend siya ng long-term loan. Sabihin na natin sa loyal niyang customer. Okay? Na syempre pinautang out of the performance of the service or out of the delivery of the goods by the business to it. Walang kinalaman doon. Basta pinautang lang. Diba? Then, naka-receive ng payment afterwards. Saan magfo-fall yun na activities?
Investing.
Yun. Yun yung sinasabi nating investing. So, dapat dito yun magfo-fall down. Okay? So, dapat we really understand the transaction before we conclude kung saan siya kabilang. Okay? Another example, kunwari, ang business mo ay on trading of heavy equipments. So, mga heavy equipments tulad ng excavator, backhoe, bulldozer, yan. Diba? Yung mga karaniwan mong nakikita sa construction site. Okay? Involved siya dun, involving business sa trading ng mga ganong klaseng equipment. So, may cash payment to acquire, then may cash receipt to sell. Or sorry, cash receipt from sale. Diba? Will that be part of your investing activities? Kung ganong klaseng business ka?
Opo.
Involved ka sa trading ng mga heavy equipments. So, may cash payment na nangyari para ma-acquire mo yon. Okay? Then, may cash receipt na nangyari kapag nabenta mo yung mga yon. Will that fall in investing activities?
Hindi po.
Opo.
Hindi.
Hindi
Saan?
po.
Saan siya dapat?
Operating.
Saan?
Operating.
Sa operating.
Operating.
Kasi the company itself is really acquiring or purchasing heavy equipments and at the same time, really selling heavy equipments. Kasi yun ang business niya. Part talaga yun ng regular business activities niya, ang magbenta at bumili ng mga heavy equipments. So, hindi yun magpa-fall down dito sa cash receipt from sale of property, plant, and equipment or cash payment to acquire property, plant, and equipment kasi yung heavy equipment dito are considered inventories ng business sa sinabi nating senaryo kanina. Okay? Is that clear?
Okay po.
Clear po yon?
Clear po.
Clear po.
Okay.
Yes po.
Clear po.
So last, we have financing activities. These activities alter the equity capital and borrowing structure of the entity. So in general, lahat ng may kinalaman sa cash transactions with its creditors, no? With business creditors and the owners of the business. Okay? Pasok dito sa financing activities. Okay? Halimbawa niyan, yung mga pumasok na pera under financing activities, cash receipt as contribution by the owner. Okay? So, kung may na-receive na pera ang business galing kay owner, financing activities yun. Automatic. Or kung may na-receive na pera ang business galing sa pangungutang, katulad ng kay bangko, nangutang siya, naka-receive ng pera, financing activities din yon. Part ng inflow, papasok. Tama? Now, kung outflow naman ang usapan, babalik ta rin lang natin. So, may cash disbursement out of withdrawals made by the owner. Tama? Or cash payments for the amount previously borrowed by the business. Okay? So, outflows yon ng financing activities. Okay? So, cash payments to supplier. Di ba ang supplier, creditor din yan? Tama?
Yes po.
Okay. Cash payment made to supplier for trade accounts payable, trade notes payable, or other accrued expenses. Saan yun? Dito ba yon? Sa financing?
Operating po.
Nagbayad ka kay supplier in relation dun sa accounts payable or notes payable. Connected all in the trade or in the regular business activities. Dito ba yon papasok? Kasi sabi mo, sir, ano yan mga cash transactions yan na related sa creditor ng business. Pero dito ba yung papasok?
Hindi po.
Hindi. Kasi
Hindi
yung
po.
sinabi ko kanina, papasok saan?
Operating.
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 Okay? Kasi normally naman ang supplier related transaction yan kapag nagbayad tayo sa kanya sa trading ng business. Sa day-to-day operation niya. So, ang tinutukoy lang natin na creditor dito, yung mga financial institution or yung mga lender. Okay? Tulad nga ng bangko. Okay? Basically, yon. Okay? Any question? Any question po?
None, sir.
Ito lang ano diyan. Ito lang ang hint or masasabi ko or mapapaya ko. It's a matter of familiarizing kung saan siya dapat. Di ba? Pero doon pa lang sa name ng activities, malalaman mo na kung saan mo siya, kung yung transaction, saan mo siya ipapasok. Kung related sa operating or sa operation, sa regular activities, then doon tayo sa operating activities. Kung related naman sa mga acquisition or sale ng mga long-term investment or mga non-current assets tulad ng PPEs, doon tayo sa investing. Kung related naman sa finances, no? Pero coming from the owner and coming from the lender, doon yun sa financing. Tama? Either inflow man yan or outflow. Correct? Correct po?
Yes po.
O, sige.
Po.
Let's have a deal again. Okay? Let's have a deal. I will give an example of transaction, then tell me where it belongs. Is it under operating, investing, or financing? Okay? So, tatanggalin ko lang muna to. Balik tayo dito kunyari sa slide number 2. Okay? So, I will give a transaction, then sabihin nyo lang sa akin kung saan siya kabilang. Operating, investing, or financing. Pwede ba yon?
Yes
Po.
po.
Okay, pwede ba yon? Let's have a deal, okay?
Sige po.
Same scenario. Kapag nagkamali, dapat hindi tayo malilito. Okay? Kapag nagkamali, hindi ka na
Cute.
cute. Okay?
Mail ko po.
Hindi ka na cute pag nagkamali. Okay? So, para hindi tayo magsabay-sabay magsalita, once I said the transaction, sabihin mo sa akin dun sa chat box, write it down kung operating, investing, and financing. Okay? Deal ba tayo doon?
Deal.
Deal, okay?
Deal.
Tandaan, pag nalito, hindi na
Hindi na. Cute.
hindi na
Cute.
cute. Okay? So, bibigyan akong scenario. Just write operating, investing, and financing. Cash investment by the owner. Write it down. Operating, investing, financing. So, dito tayo para malinaw. Very good. Pero may nakita akong may maling sagot. Okay? So, cash investment daw by the owner. Di ba? Yun ay related sa financing. Tama? Financing. Natawa din siya. Sino to? Si Miles ba to? Okay? So, next. So, paano yan? Bawas na yung pagka-cute. Okay? Bawi. Next. Cash payment of salaries. Okay, very good. Walang kopyahan Very good. That's part of operation. Kasi related sa expenses di ba? Related sa expenses. Okay? Again, cash receipt from customer. That's correct. Operating. Tama. Shout out sa inyo. Still, cute pa rin tayo, okay? Next. Acquisition of furnitures in cash. Okay? Tanggapin na natin investment. So, that's correct. Investing. Okay? Next. Payment of loans from the bank. Binayaran yung utang sa bangko. So, that's correct. Financing. Tama? So, another one. Nagbenta ng intangible assets. Yun. Investing. Kasi intangible assets is a non-current assets. Di ba? Another one. Nagbayad kay supplier. That's correct. Operating. Tama? Have you appreciated class? Di ba? Na-appreciate nyo na? So, pag operating, related sa income and expenses. And mga current assets and current liabilities. Okay? Yun yung mga affected dyan. Pag investing, related sa non-current assets. Tama? Pag financing, related yan sa contribution or distribution ng pera sa owner or related sa receipt or proceeds ng pera or payments ng pera from the borrowings, coming from borrowings or loans. Okay? Medyo kumulog na. Okay? Kasama yung mga yon. So, last two. Tell me, operating, investing, financing. purchase of computer on account. Purchase of computer on account. The answer is wala. Okay, wala dun sa tatlo. Bakit? Kasi wala namang involved na pera. Correct? Ang sinabi ko kasi nung bumili ng furnitures on account, meaning utang. May involved ba na cash? Tama? May involved ba na cash? Wala. So therefore, hindi siya parte ng ng alinman sa mga activities na nabanggit natin. Okay? Tama ba? So take note, pag statement of cash flows, we are talking cash. Dapat puro cash. Is that clear? Puro cash lang ang usapan. Another one. So, isa pa. Withdrawal of supplies by the owner. Saan siya? Operating, investing, financing. That's correct. Okay? Withdrawal daw ng supplies ng owner for personal use. Diba? Saan siya? Operating, investing, financing. Wala. Kasi, una sa lahat, yung winidraw, hindi naman pera. So, therefore, wala siya dun sa tatlo. Clear po ba? Clear po ba? Class?
Clear, sir.
Okay. So, I hope
Yes, sir.
pumasok yun sa mga utak natin and sana matatandaan yan. Okay? So, okay tayo dyan. So, any question before we proceed with the illustration? Any question? None?
Wala po.
Okay. So, now let's go with the illustration. Ito yung favorite niya, di ba? Yung gumawa ng mga financial statements. Okay, palakihan lang natin. Yan. Okay? So, again, this is an example of statement of cash flow. So, first, pag magsusulat ka ng financial statements, don't forget ano yung dapat di natin makalimutan? The headings. Tama? The name of the company, the report name, which is a statement of cash flows, and then the date. And have you noticed, class? This time, pagdating sa statement of cash flows, balik ulit sa for the month, for the year, diba? Particular ulit. Specific. Kasi ang pine-present nito, yung nangyari para sa period lang na yan. Okay? Para sa period lang na yan. Kaya ganito that's how we write the date covered. Specific. Okay? Okay po? Okay.
Yes.
So,
Okay po.
yan. Kung makikita nyo, yung mga example natin kanina, cash flow from operating activities, we have cash received from customers. So, kasama nga dito. Cash payment to supplier, kasama din. Pero take note, since payment yan, bawas yan, di ba? Naka-open and close parenthesis siya. That means, that's an outflow. Okay? Bawas sa pera. Cash paid for cost of service. Sir, cost of service, ano yan? Ano yan? Di ba expenses din yan? Kaya lang, direct expenses or direct cost. Connected dun sa main sources of revenue ng business. So, deduction yan, of course. Cash payment for salaries. So, cash payment for operating expenses. Then, cash payment for supplies. Ito, current assets kasi ito di ba? So, pasok din yan sa operating activities. So, all of that are outflows. Kaya, kung mapapansin nyo, nakabawas siya. Then, offset it. Tingnan natin kung ano mas malaki. And as you can notice, mas malaki daw yung outflows kaysa sa inflows under operating activities. That's why pagdating dito, yung tinatawag nating net cash flows, okay? Naka-negative siya. Meaning, mas mataas yung outflows kaysa sa inflows for that activity, for this operating activity. Kaya naka-negative siya. Okay? Then, cash flow from investing, acquisition of furnitures. So, malamang, by cash yan, di ba? Dapat by cash ang usapan dito palagi. So, have you noticed, naka-negative again? So meaning, outflow yun. Bumili kasi tayo eh. Nabawasan yung pera. So, deduction yan. Kaya siya naka-negative dito. Then, pagdating sa financing activities, yun nga, yung alam natin example, investment by the owner, cash withdrawal by the owner, di ba? Cash loan from the bank. So, offset mo lang, whatever is higher, kung positive man yan, then positive. Kung negative, negative. Then after that, sum it up. Sum all the activities, operating, investing, then financing. Then you will arrive in the net, what we call net increase or decrease. Kasi pwede namang decrease ang nangyari during the year. Tama? Tama po? Correct?
Opo.
Oo, hindi naman palaging increase ang nangyari sa cash during the year. So, for our example, nagkataon, net increase ang nangyari in summary. So, 42, 36, deduction yan, i-deduct mo sa 717,000, then that's how you arrive to 639,000 net increase in cash during the year. Add, no? If ever there is a beginning balance, add it with that net increase. Okay? Or deduct it with net decrease kung net decrease. Then that's how you will arrive at the ending balance of cash. Okay? Since sa example natin, mukhang ano lang to, first year of operation, actually first month pa lang ng operation, so wala pang beginning balance. Okay? Kasi yung beginning balance na nilalagay natin dito dapat connected dun sa previous year or previous accounting period. So since wala pa tayong inad. Automatic, whatever is the net increase or net decrease, yun na yung balance ng cash natin. Okay? Maliwanag po? Maliwanag po? Class?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Question, class. If you are to choose among these three activities, what activities you want to have more cash flows? Okay? Saan mo gusto manggaling yung pera mo? Galing ba sa operating? Galing ba sa investing? Or galing sa financing? Kung ikaw ang businessman, saan mo gusto sanang manggaling yung pera? Mainly, manggaling yung pera. Saan?
Operating po.
Operating activities po.
Operating. Bakit?
Operating.
Ibig
Since
sabihin,
dadami po yung cash.
okay yung business.
Okay. That's correct. No? Kasi kapag sa operating galing, no? Ibig sabihin financially strong yung company. Okay? It indicates independence. 'Di ba? Kayang tumayo ng business sa sarili niyang paa. Kahit alam naman nating walang paa ang business, 'di ba? Tama? But I know you get my point. 'Di ba? Tama? Paano pag ganito, class? Kaya pala mataas ang cash ng business kasi mainly galing sa borrowings. Katulad nitong case natin, no? Sa pangungutang sa lender or sa investment ng owner. 'Di ba? Sabihin natin, galing sa pangungutang, no? From a lender, from a bank. Magandang indication ba 'yon? Is that a good indication?
Hindi.
No.
Kung palaging ganun. Kaya pala mataas yung cash natin kasi every year nangungutang tayo. Is that a good indication?
No po.
Hindi.
Hindi po.
Kasi risky 'yun, tandaan nyo. Risky 'yun. 'Di ba?
Nahulog
Kung
yung
ganun ang
business.
senaryo, no? Maaring mabaon sa utang ang business. Tama?
Malulugi.
Malulugi siya in the long run. Now, kung palagi naman pala, kaya pala mataas ang cash kasi yung pera ay nanggaling kay owner. No? Every time, mataas ang pera natin. Pero, nung pinakita or nung present yung yung statement of cash flows, puro galing kay owner, 'di ba? Is that again a good indication?
No
Di
po.
po.
Hindi. Hindi
Po,
rin maganda. Kahit medyo hindi risky 'yun kasi owner naman 'yun eh. Hindi risky sa business, pero risky din sa owner, 'di ba? Pero hindi siya maganda kasi that indicates na yung business hindi niya kayang tumayo mag-isa. Kailangan palagi may suporta ng owner, 'no? Eh paano kung naubusan na ng personal resources yung owner para i-invest sa business, 'di ba? Eh di wala lang din, 'di ba? Malulugi rin ang negosyo. Talo pa ang owner, 'di ba? Kung yung pera naman galing sa pagbenta ng mga long-term assets tulad ng PPEs, so nagbebenta kaya pala mataas yung cash natin kasi puro benta ng mga PPEs natin, benta ng mga non-current assets natin tsaka mga investments. Sabihin natin PPEs na lang, okay? Mga land building and machineries, yung mga fixed assets ng business. Is that a good indication din kung ganun?
Di po.
Hindi po.
Hindi. Kasi take note, una sa lahat, hindi mo naman purposely binebenta ang mga PPEs. Kasi ginagamit mo yan sa operation ng business to support the business operation. Correct? Now, kung nagbebenta ka ng mga ganong klaseng assets, malalaki yun, di ba? Something is wrong. Maybe, uh, kailangan magkaroon ng cash ng business para pambayad sa mga utang nito. 'Di ba? Kasi kapag nakapagbenta ka ng mga ganyang klaseng assets, malaki ang involved na amount diyan eh. So kung palaging ganoon ang senaryo, kaya pala mataas ang cash natin, that's not a good indication, 'di ba? Maaring palugi na ang negosyo niyan kasi nag-aano na sila eh, nagle-liquidate na sila. It will give that um, picture na nagle-liquidate ang business kaya nagbebenta ng mga long-term assets or mga PPEs. Okay? Pero kung ang nakikita mo naman sa statement of cash flows is puro bili, puro acquisition ng mga long-term assets or non-current assets, somehow, good indication yon. Bakit? Kasi ang implication niyan, nag-grow ang business. Kasi nag invest
Tama
sila
po.
sa mga non-current assets. Kumbaga, ang concern ni business para na sa future. Kaya nag invest sila. Dati walang building, ngayon bumibili ng building. 'Di ba? Dati nangungupahan, ngayon bumibili na silang building. Ibig sabihin, somehow, lumalago ang business. Gumaganda ang business. So that's a good indication kung ganun nga. Pero take note, kailangan isipin din natin na um, hindi lang tayo basta-basta bumibili ng mga ganyang klaseng non-current assets kasi we should consider the day-to-day operation. Baka maubusan ng perang business para sa mga pang-araw-araw niyang gastusin, which is connected dun sa operation nila, sa day-to-day process ng operation nila. Okay? So, that's it. That's what I really want you to appreciate, class. How you analyze things like this. Diba? How this information presented in this report affect your decisions from time to time in relation to cash. Okay? Clear po ba? Clear?
Clear po.
Okay.
Po.
Now, let's
Opo.
go with another illustration. So, computation na tayo. So much for the concepts. Computation naman tayo. Okay? Now, what is the requirement? Prepare statement of cash flow. Okay? Can you help me? Class? Kaya ba?
Sige po.
Sige ha. First, magkano yung operating, magkano yung investing, magkano yung financing bago tayo mag-prepare ng statement of cash flow. Kaya ba natin makuha yon out of this information? Can we do that? Oh, it will take time. Sir, it will take time. Okay. Sige, ako muna. Ako na lang muna. Since illustration naman yan, sir, di ba? Oo nga. That's correct. So, let me do it first. Okay? So, analyze muna natin. So, kung mapapansin nyo, basic computer shop ulit to. So, consistent illustration natin to from the beginning, from preparation of income statement. Tama? Tapos, have you noticed, hindi natin to pinapansin madalas. Kasi wala naman siyang gamit for the previous financial statements. Ang gamit ng mga to, itong mga additional information na to, related ngayon sa pag-prepare natin ng statement of cash flows. Okay? Okay? Sige. So, gusto kong pakita. Okay? Yan. So, ko lang pakita kung paano. Okay? Yan. So, take note. Pag operating, mga income and expenses, then current assets and current liabilities. Correct? Tama po? Pag operating?
Tama po.
Okay, pero take note, usapang cash lang yan. Okay? Usapang cash lang yan. So, let's go. Kasi patutunayan natin dapat ang balanse natin ay 160,000, di ba? Dapat ito ang lumabas dun sa gagawin nating statement of cash flows. So, etong additional information niya na the owner invested cash of 120,000 and 25 pieces of computer set amounting to 250,000. Related kaya to sa operating?
Hindi po. Hindi
Hindi
po.
po.
Hindi. Saan
Hindi
to
po.
related? The owner
Investing
invested
po.
cash.
Investing
Saan to?
and financing.
Financing.
Financing po yan.
Financing.
Tapos yung
Financing,
computer
di ba?
investing po.
Financing. Okay?
Opo.
Ano lang ang kukunin natin dito? Is it the 120,000? Or kasama din yung 250,000? Kung financing yan, ano lang kukunin natin na ilalagay natin sa financing?
120.
Kasama ba yung
120.
250,000?
Hindi po.
Cash ba yan?
No, sir.
Hindi, di ba? Computer yan eh. Computer set yan eh. Hindi naman binili ng business yan kasi ininvest yan ng owner. Di ba? Buti sana kung binili yan ng business. Hindi eh. Investment yan ng owner. Okay? Pero statement of cash flows tayo. So, usapang cash lang. So, sulat natin. Sulat na natin ngayon. Write it here. Operating. Sabihin natin operating. Operating. Okay? Tapos dito, sulat natin investing. Okay? Tapos dito, financing. Okay? So, alam natin na merong cash investment ang owner. Magkano daw? 120,000.
20,000.
120,000 lang. Tama? Yan lang ang papasok doon sa financing activities. Kasi yan lang may kinalaman sa cash. So, cash investment by the owner. So, sulat natin. Magkano yun?
120.
120.
120,000.
So, that's an inflow. Tama? 120,000. Okay. Next, pansinin natin ng mga additional information. On January 1, purchase additional computer, 5 pieces of computer set in cash. Okay? Bumili daw ng computer set, 5 piraso in cash amounting to 12,000 each. Tanong, ipe-present ba natin yung information na yan sa statement of cash flow?
Opo.
Under
Opo.
what activity?
Investing po.
Investing. Kasi non-current
Investing.
asset ang computer. Tama ba?
Opo.
Tama?
Equipment.
And nung binili natin, binayaran natin. Sabi, in cash eh. Saan yun? Ayun, in cash, binayaran. Tama? Magkano ang total amount?
12,000.
60,000.
60,000.
60,000. Kasi sabi, bumili daw ng 5 pirasong computer set amounting to 12,000 each. So, 12,000 times 5 yun. Tama? So,
Opo.
isulat natin. Acquisition of computers ba? Tama, di ba? Computers.
Opo.
Since bawas yon, negative yan. Negative 60,000. 60,000 kasi 12 times 5.
5.
Tama? Next.
Opo.
Ano lang to hindi pa to yung mismong format. Ina-analyze lang natin. Mamaya na natin ayusin yung format. Next.
Opo.
On January 1, purchase furnitures and fixtures worth 75,000 on account.
Wala
Kasama
po.
ba yan?
Hindi
Hindi
po.
po.
Hindi. Okay. Pero, dito sa trial balance natin, may nakita ba kayong accounts payable?
Meron po.
How much?
Meron
40,000.
40,000.
40,000. Tama? Take note, ang accounts payable, ano yan? Connected yan sa supplier, di ba? Sa supplier natin ng goods, which is capital goods na furniture. Di ba? Tama po? Magkano daw balance? 40,000.
40,000.
Anong entry mo nung bumili ka ng furnitures? What's your entry?
Debit furniture and fixtures credit accounts payable.
Very good. Amounting to
75,000.
75,000. So, credit accounts payable, 75,000 on January 1. Pero take note, when it comes to ending period, no? December 31, 2020, magkano daw balance? Magkano na lang balance ng accounts
40,000.
payable? Magkano?
40,000.
40,000. Meaning, there has been cash payment to supplier. Diba? Supplier natin to ng furnitures and fixtures. There has been cash payment to supplier. Magkano ang binayad natin kay supplier?
35.
Kung 75 siya dati, nung January 1,
35,000.
naging 40 na ngayon. So, magkano ang payment natin kay supplier?
35,000.
35,000. And again, cash payment to supplier. Saan classified yon?
Operating.
Operating. Tama? Di ba pag operating, income or expense or current assets or current liabilities. Eh,
Asset,
accounts
current
payable,
liability.
current liabilities to, di ba? Di ba?
Yes po.
So, pasok yan sa operating activities. So, pero, the amount that we will write is only the amount of payment, which is 35,000, di ba? Tama? 35,000 lang?
Yes po.
Okay. So,
Opo.
let's write it. So, operating siya. So, meron tayo ditong cash payment to supplier. Since bayad yan, negative yan. 35,000. Tama? Next. Paid printing supplies, 18,000 in cash. Kasama kaya yan sa statement of cash flow?
Kasama po.
Kasama.
Opo.
Under what activities?
Operating.
Operating. Kasi ang supplies ay current assets. Tama? Tama po?
Opo.
Pag current assets, current
Tama
liabilities, operating yon. So, since payment yan, bawas yan. So, sulat natin. Cash payment for printing supplies. Tama? Magkano daw? 18,000 ba yon? Tama ba? 18,000? Ito? Tama, di ba? Yun, 18,000. Okay. Next. At the end of the year, there is accrued salaries amounting to 6,000. Okay? Okay. Anong entry mo for this transaction? Sabi daw nung end of the year, may accrued salaries. What's your entry here?
Salary expense, salary payable.
That's correct. Kaya pala, pagdating sa trial balance, may 6,000 ka na. Ito, salaries payable. Di ba? Tama? Take note, ano na to
Opo.
adjusted trial balance na to. So this is an adjusting entry. Good for adjusting entry. Ang pinakita sa'yo, adjusted trial balance. So considered na yung adjusting entry mo dito sa trial balance kasi nga adjusted na to eh. Okay? That's why yung 6,000 nakita mo dito sa trial balance, adjusted trial balance na salaries payable. So ito yung credit na yon. Ano ang debit? Siyempre, debit salaries expense din na 6,000. Tama? Balik tayo
Apa.
dito. Nasaan dito yung salaries? May nakikita ka bang salaries dito sa expense?
120,000.
Meron.
Ah.
Hindi nga lang exactly salaries expense.
Expense.
Ito,
Opo.
direct charges salaries. Magkano daw?
120,000.
120,000. Take note, adjusted na tong 120,000. Correct? Correct?
Opo.
Question.
Opo.
Kung adjusted na to, kasama ba yung 6,000?
Kasama na po.
Kasama na.
Kasama na po.
That's correct. Kung kasama na, bayad na ba yun?
Hindi pa po.
Hindi pa.
Hindi pa.
Diba? So yung 6,000 dito sa 120,000, assuming all of the salaries are paid, diba? Wala naman kasing sinabi dito eh. Pero we will just get the information kung ano yung available. Ito lang naman ang sinabi in relation to salaries na yung 6,000 accrued, meaning hindi pa bayad. So, kung yung 6,000 hindi pa bayad, out of 120,000, ano lang ang bayad?
114.
14,000.
114,000 yung bayad. So, cash payment to salaries tayo, di ba?
Salary.
Cash payment to salaries. Operating ba yon?
Opo.
Operating ba yon? Yes.
Opo.
Kasi nasulat ko na, di ba? Nasulat ko na dito sa operating eh. Hindi, operating talaga yun, sir. Kahit nasulat mo na. Alam naming operating yon. Kasi expense yan. Okay? Magkano daw nabayad?
114.
114,000. Kasi hindi natin sinama yung 6,000 kanina. Tama po? Next.
Tama po.
Next. Akalain mo yun, may silbi pala tong additional information na to. Next. Other costs of service and operating expenses are paid accordingly. So, ibig sabihin, lahat ng hindi nabanggit na mga expenses that classified as under cost of service and operating expenses, binayaran ng cash. Tama? Same tayo ng understanding? Tama po? Tama, di ba? Yun ang ibig niyang sabihin. Correct?
Tama po.
Okay. So, okay na tayo sa salaries kasi sineperate natin yung presentation niya, di ba? Huwag na natin itong isama. Itong salaries na to, okay na tayo dito eh. Rental, bayad yan. Di ba? Hindi
Bayad
naman
po.
nabanggit dito. So, assuming lahat yan bayad. Di ba? Take note, direct charges
Opo.
yan. So, part yan ng cost of service. Direct charges, printing supplies. Teka, meron na tayo kaninang binayaran na supplies ah. Kasama pa ba to? Kasama pa ba to?
Hindi na po.
What's your proof na hindi siya kasama? Na eto din yung kaninang 18,000.
Kasi po, printing supplies din ay 13,000. Tapos yan po ay
That's
18,000.
correct. Very good. That's a good analysis. Nung bumili ka ng supplies, 18,000 daw in total. Okay? Pero take note, anong
Gamit mo na.
pinakita mo as balance of printing supplies sa adjusted trial balance? 13,000 na lang, di ba? Sinasabi mo, ang available na lang for consumption, still for consumption, no, 13,000. Meaning, kung 18,000 yan dati nung binili mo at 13,000 na lang ngayon, nawala. 13,000 na lang ngayon, magkano ang nakonsumo mo? 5,000. So, ito yun. Tama? Ito yun. And we will not include it kasi nga, bayad na yan. Kasama na yan dito sa 18,000 kanina. Correct? So, hindi na natin sasama
Apo.
to. Tama? Wala na yan. So, 126,000. Then, internet expense. Kasama din yan, 72,500. Okay? So, we have rental, then internet expense. Itong depreciation computer equipment, kasama ba to sa babayaran? Kasama yan sa babayaran? Class? Kasama po yan? Yes or no? What's your entry when you recognize depreciation? Debit? Depreciation expense, di ba? Commonly. Tama? Tama, di ba?
Apo.
Yes po.
Credit?
Opo.
Anong credit mo?
Accumulated
Accumulated
Accumulated depreciation.
Doon ba may nabanggit na cash? Sa entry na yon, may cash bang involved? Wala. Okay? So, automatic depreciation
Wala po.
is not a cash transaction. It's non-cash transaction when we talk about depreciation. So, hindi yan babayaran, di ba? Wala namang involved na cash payment dyan. Lalo na, walang involved na cash received dyan. Di ba? So, ang babayaran lang natin with regards to cost of service, itong 126, tsaka itong 72,500. So, sulat natin. Okay? Cash payment to cost of service. Ano lang daw yon? So, deduction yan. Meron tayong rental. Tama ba? Magkano yung rental? 126,000. Then, meron tayong internet expense na 72,500. So, 126,000 pa-plus natin dun sa 72,500. Minus 72,500 kasi parehas yung deduction. So, ang total payment natin sa cost of service, 198,500. Okay? Okay? Next. Operating expense naman. So, malamang itong mga hindi natin nabanggit pa. Pero, mula tax, insurance, utilities, at hanggang depreciation ba ulit? Class?
Hindi po.
Hindi. So,
Ay,
mula lang alin? Mula tax,
Taxes hanggang
insurance, then
utilities.
utilities. Kasi normally, binabayaran yan. Ang depreciation, di yan binabayaran, di ba? Because from the entry itself, from the adjusting entry itself, debit, depreciation expense, credit, accumulated, depreciation. Walang involved na cash. So, itong mga expense na related sa tax, insurance, utilities, definitely binabayaran yan. Okay? Wala namang additional information related to it. Basta ang sinabi, mga operating expense, binayaran. So, automatic, all of this, tax, insurance, utilities, binayaran. Okay? So, isahin na lang natin. Cash payment to OPEX. Operating expenses to eh. So, you have 15,500, tama? 15,585, 7,000. Okay. 15,500 minus 8,500 kasi pare-pares naman deduction. Then, 7,000 ba yun? 8,500, 7,000. So, total is 31,000. Deduction yan, syempre. Okay? Okay na ba tayo? Pwede na ba tayong mag-compute ng net increase or net decrease?
hindi pa po.
Okay, may nakalimutan ba tayo?
Hindi pa po.
Meron po.
Ano? Have you
Yung
noticed?
Mayroon po.
Ito, have you noticed may puwang pa ako dito, di ba?
revenue po.
May puwang pa dito, ibig sabihin may kulang pa. At ano yun?
Revenue.
Dapat meron ditong
Cash
cash
received from customer.
receipt from
Receive
customer.
from customer.
That's correct. Kailangan meron yan. Imposibleng wala yan. Ngayon, balik tayo sa problem. Magkano ang income natin? Total income. Ito yun, yung computer service fees. Magkano daw?
559,500.
559,500. Tanong, lahat ba yan nakolekta na?
Opo.
Yes or no?
Yes po.
Question.
Wala naman pong additional information.
That's correct. There's no provided additional information. But take note that
Pero may
this
accounts
adjusted
receivable.
balance is information also. Tama? Information din to eh. Meron bang accounts receivable?
Meron yes
po.
Yes.
Po.
Eh di ba kapag nag-render tayo ng service at hindi nagbayad si customer, receivable yon. Then, kung nagbayad na siya afterwards at may natira pa, receivable ulit yon. Tama? Receivable ng receivable hanggat hindi pa nababayaran. Pero take note that accounts receivable is related to your performance of service or delivery of goods kung merchandising. Tama? So, connected tong dalawa. Itong computer service fees tsaka itong accounts receivable. Pag pinag-minus mo yan, di ba? 559,500 minus mo yung accounts receivable, meaning yun yung nakolekta sa customer. Tama? Do you agree?
500 for 500.
yes po.
Yun yung nakolekta
Opo.
sa customer. Out of the 559,500 na income, 55 yung receivable. Ibig sabihin, ang nakolekta, magkano ulit? 55. Sorry, balik tayo.
500 po.
559,500 minus 55,000. So that is 500.
554,000.
504,000. Tama ba? Yan, tama ba? 504,000.
May 500 po. May 500.
100 pa po.
500.
Okay. 504,500. Tama? Tama po?
Yes po.
Okay. So, ito na. Sa wakas. I-sum up na natin lahat. Dapat. Ano daw dapat lalabas?
Opo.
Ano daw dapat lalabas? Ito.
160,000.
Class, can you help me? Na maging, na ipagdasal na 160 to? Na 160,000
Opo.
lalabas?
Net cash.
Okay? Dito dapat yan ang lalabas. So, dito muna natin. Sum up muna natin lahat ng operating. So, magkano daw siya? 108,000. That's a positive, meaning mas mataas yung inflow. Tama? So, next is dito, lipat lang natin. Okay? 60,000 to. Tama? That's deduction kasi nag-acquire ka nga ng non-current assets. Ito naman, cash investment by the owner. Okay? Teka, may utang ba?
Sir?
Balik tayo. May utang ba? May utang ba? Wala, merong utang.
Meron.
Pero I mean, may utang ba coming from a creditor like banks per information provided? Meron ba?
Drawing, sir.
Wala.
Wala.
Wala po.
Ano pang nakaka-apekto
Wala
sa
po.
financing? Drawings,
Withdrawal.
tama?
Withdrawal.
Withdrawals. Wala namang additional information to whether it is ang tawag nito, whether it is a cash withdrawal or not. Pero since silent ang problem, we will assume. Kasi commonly naman, ang wini-withdraw ng owner sa business niya for personal use, cash. So we will assume that this 8,000 is a cash withdrawal. Tama? Tama ba?
Opo.
Opo.
So, cash
Opo.
withdrawal from the owner, financing din yun, di ba? Munti ka natin makalimutan. Financing yun, tama? Tama po?
Yes, sir.
So, cash withdrawal
Yes,
by the
sir.
owner.
Tama po.
Cash withdrawal by the owner. Tiga na. 8,000 yun. That's a deduction. So, minus to. So, yan. So, sa financing natin, magkano kaya? Okay.
Balance na.
Yan. Magkano siya? 112,000. Positive. So, mas marami yung inflow. Okay? Now, let's add all the net effect in each activities. So, add natin 108 Add lang natin to kasi negative naman ang effect niya. So, that will means deduction. Then, add natin to. 160 ba?
Tama po.
Yun,
Yes,
160.
sir.
Akalain mo yun. So, ibig sabihin, tama ang ginawa natin. 160,000. Did you get it, class? Did you get it? Yes, sir.
Opo.
Yes po.
Yes. So, moving forward, kung gagawa ka ng statement of cash flow, ito yung itsura niya. So, the headings, okay? So, the name of the company, the report name, and the date covered. Then, plus the correct format, no? So, ito yun. Tama, di ba? 108. 108 din siya, no? Ito siya, 108. Tama. Acquisition of computers, tama. Or equipment. 60,000, ito din yun. Tama. Financing, yun, cash investment by the owner, then cash withdrawal by the owner, 8,000. Assuming that yung 8,000 is a cash withdrawal. So, net effect niya, 112,000. Increase in cash, 160. That's why you have ending balance of 160,000. Gets po ba? Gets, class?
Gets po.
Okay. Before we
Yes, sir.
end this illustration, di ba? From the start, we are saying that financial statements are interrelated to each other. And since basic computer shop, we use this illustration from the very start of our financial statements webinar series. So, gumawa din tayo ng income statement yan, di ba? Gumawa tayo ng statement of changes in owner's equity. Gumawa tayo ng statement of financial position. And last, gumawa tayong statement of cash flow. Now, I want you, I want to give you that that's correct. Interrelated siya by using this example. So, ipapakita ko lang yung mga previously na ginawa natin dito. Okay? Then, check natin kung interrelated talaga. Okay? So, yung gumawa tayo ng income statement, ito yon para kay Basic Computer Shop, the net income is 118,000. And we should use this in another report called as Statement of Changes in Owner's Equity. Tama? Yung net income na yan, dadali mo din yan dun sa another report na Statement of Changes in Owner's Equity. And dapat, nandun yan. So, yun, ginamit naman natin. Tama? 118,000. Tama po? Then, after we compute, we got ending balance of 480,000. Okay? Now, this 480,000 naman, dadalhin natin yan to another report. We will use this information to put
The
it to
financial
another
position.
financial statement, which is statement of financial position. So, dapat gagamitin natin tong 480. So, yan din ba yun? Ayun. Ito yun, di ba? Yung Legend Capital, 480,000 din. Same. Di ba? Now, same siya. At the same time, tama tayo sa balance sheet or statement of financial position kasi total assets natin 526, then total liabilities natin and owner's equity 526. Tama? Now, next is kung magkano man yung present natin dito na cash, it should be balanced with the statement of cash flows, another financial statement. Ito yung kukunin natin papunta doon. So, yan din ba yun? Yes, yan yun. As we compute it kanina. Correct? So that's
Yes,
the
sir.
essence why we are saying that financial statements are interrelated. Okay? Okay po.
Okay po.
Okay
Any
po.
question? We're done.
Wala po.
We're done. Any question?
Wala po.
How about the others? If you are shy, just chat. Any question? Okay. So kung wala, diretso tayo sa review question, okay? Again. So this is my This is my surprise. Oh, pero parang hindi na surprise kasi alam niyo na. Kapag nakita niyo na sino,
Si Pali.
very good, si Pale. Pag nakita niyo si Pale, yung cute na icon, that question should be answered immediately. And those person or that person that will answer it correctly na mauuna will get a giveaway. Okay, will receive a giveaway. So for theory questions, 50 peso load, and for computational, 100 peso load. Okay? Pag nakita nyo si Sipalay. Now, kung wala, no pressure. Just answer. Which of the following is not a cash flow activities? Excuse me. Letter, write your answer in the chat
C.
box. Which of the following is not a cash flow activities? The answer is, let's see. Very good. Letter C. So, wala nagkamali. Remember, FIO, financing, investing. Sir, ordering, di ba O din to? Hindi wala naman tayong sinabing ordering. Operating yon, tama? So, ang hindi kasama, letter C, ordering. Okay. Next. Makikita nyo dito si Sipalay, yung cute na icon. So, therefore, pabilisan to. Okay? Here we go. Ayun o, si Sipalay yung yun o, cute. Tama? Cute siya. Answer. What's your answer? Just write it, no? Then let me know kung marami nang sumagot. Marami na ba?
Marami na po.
Marami na. Okay, let's see. Tingnan natin. What is the correct answer? By the way, what is the correct answer?
B.
B?
B.
B. Okay, let's see. Basahin muna natin. Statement 1, recognition of bad debts is considered as cash transaction. Is that correct?
Wrong.
May involve ba na cash transaction when you recognize a bad debts? What's your entry when you record bad debts? Debit?
Allowance.
What's your debit?
Bad debts expense.
That's correct. Credit?
Allowance for bad debts.
That's correct. May cash ba dun? Sa entry na yon?
Allows.
Wala po.
Wala.
Wala po,
Therefore,
sir.
recognition of bad debt is not considered as cash transaction. So statement 1 is incorrect. Mali ito. It should be considered as non-cash transaction para siya maging tama. Correct? Tama po? So same lang din to sa depreciation. Depreciation is non-cash transaction. Okay? When you recognize depreciation. Next. So mali itong statement 1. Statement 2. Cash receipts from repayments made to borrowers by a financial institution is part of its investing activities. Tama ba yon? Investing ba yon?
Hindi po.
Hindi. Kung hindi, ano dapat?
Dog.
Hindi, I mean, ito. Kung hindi siya investing activities, ano dapat?
Financing.
Financing.
Talaga ba? Okay, nalito na agad, okay?
Operating
Yun.
Operating po.
Operating.
siya. Mas malaki.
Operating siya, di ba? Take note. Financial institution to, di ba? Financial institution so normally nagpapautang talaga siya. Now, sabi may nagbayad daw, cash
Liha
receipt
pala
eh.
lender.
Cash receipt eh. So kung may na-receive siyang pera out of the business operation, normal business operation, operating to. So the correct answer is dog. Incorrect. Meron bang nakatama?
Si Rosie.
Yun.
Siya lang po yung tumama.
Siya lang. So, Omen G.
Happy
ano?
birthday.
Birthday ko po ngayon. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Happy birthday, by the way. So, 50 peso load. Congratulations, Rosie. Tubulang.
Thank you po, sir.
Happy siya! Happy!
Happy
So,
birthday.
Happy birthday. 50 peso load
Thank
lang.
you po.
So, So congrats. Later, just message us for you to claim the 50 peso load na, okay?
Officer,
50
thank you
pesos?
po.
Yes. Kasi theory question lang to eh. Okay? Next. Eto naman. 100 peso load. Computation to. Answer it. Ang tanong, how much is the net cash increase or decrease during the year? So, hindi mo naman kailangan ng intindihin kung operating, investing, and financing yan. Okay? Ang importante yung total net effect niya during the year sa cash. Okay? So, let's see. If you have the answer already, write it in the chat box. Tingnan natin. Ako, medyo madugo-dugo to. Medyo lang. Let's see kung meron nga, no? So, let me know, no? Before, sige, palakihan natin. Let me know if there's already answers. There are answers already. So, I can check it whether someone get it already. Meron na ba? Sumagot?
Wait lang po, sir.
Wala pa. Okay, sige. So for proper computation, you can separate what is for operating, investing, then financing. Then after that, getting the subtotal of each activities, sum it all para makuha mo yung grand total or yung net effect sa cash. Okay? Pero the question is, lahat kaya na nandyan magagamit mo? Okay? Ito, 100 peso load to. Tumataginting na 100 peso load. Medyo maliit pang budget natin eh. Hope lalaki niyan sa susunod. Meron na? Meron na? Last? Just let me know, ah. Meron na? Done? Are you done?
Opo.
O sige, let's see if someone get it. Okay? Let's see. Ooh. Let's see. Okay. The correct answer is 169,000.
9.
And that's correct. Che Atad. You got it correctly. So, congratulations. You won 100 peso load. So, if you want to claim it, just message us, no? So, you can claim your prize. Okay? Tama ba? Siya ba ang una nakasagot ng tama? Tama, no? Si Che Atad.
Yes po.
169,000. So, paano nakuha yun, sir?
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Just message us, okay? After this. So, paano nakuha yun, sir?
Opo.
Pakita natin. Okay. So, babaguhin ko lang to, ha? Okay. Cash collection from credit customer. Okay? Saan to? Operating, investing, financing. Cash collection from customer. Saan yan?
Operating.
Okay, operating. So, lagay natin.
Operating.
That's a positive. So, 80,000 yan. Hindi ko napalitan tong nung specific na description niya. So, yan yun. Credit customer class, ito yung mga customer mo nung nag-provide ka ng service, hindi pa nagbayad. So, this time, nagbayad na. Kaya may tinatawag kang cash collection from credit customer. Meron kasi rin tayong tinatawag na cash customer. So, ibig sabihin, on the time na na-provide mo yung service, nagbayad agad. Ito, hindi pa. Afterwards, saka lang nagbayad. Okay? So, ang nakolekta natin sa kanila, 80,000. Advance collection for services yet to be performed. Oh. Okay. Kasama ba yan sa operating, investing, or financing?
Sa operating po.
Kasama yan sa operating. Susulat natin, advance collection. Take note, sinabi ko rin to kanina while we are discussing dun sa operating activities kanina. Advance collection from customer amounting to 25,000. That's positive din. Kasi inflow yan, nakakolekta ka nga . Tama? Cash payment to supplier, of course. Since supplier yan, ito na nga yun, cash payment to supplier. Operating yan, magkano? 14,000. So, minus yan kasi nagbayad ka nga. Next, cash paid to acquisition of machinery. Bumili ka ng machinery, binayaran mo. Part ba yan ng cash flows natin? Yes. Operating, investing, financing. Saan yan? Investing. So, machinery. Okay. Machinery. Magkano daw? 60,000. Oh, akalain mo yun. Parehas lang. Okay. Next, cash disbursement for operating expense. So, expense. Tama? Cash payment for OPEX. Operating yan, of course. Diba? From the word itself, operating expense. So, you have 10,000. That's a deduction. Okay? Next, borrowings from the bank, 100,000. Saan yan? Operating, investing, financing.
Financing.
Financing. Kasi borrowings nga from the bank. Tama? So, sulat natin. Delete lang natin muna to para hindi malito. So, borrowings from bank. Magkano daw? Amounting to 100,000 pesos. Tama? Positive yon. So, inflow yan . So, tama yon. Next, recognition of depreciation. Kasama ba yan sa operating, investing, or financing?
Hindi po.
Hindi po.
Hindi. Kahit saan man doon, wala?
Wala po.
Wala. Kasi alam nyo na, di ba? Na ang depreciation, hindi cash transaction. Because from the entry itself, walang cash na involved. Next, Recognition of bad debts, kasama ba yan sa operating, investing, financing?
Hindi rin po.
Hindi
po.
rin. Kasi alam nyo na rin, tama ba? Doon pa lang sa question natin, sa review question natin, right? Hindi rin siya kasama, so dead ma yan. Purchase equipment on account. Operating, investing, financing.
Wala po.
Wala din. Bakit?
Walang cash.
Kasi on account siya. Binili siya on account. Utang muna. So, walang cash na involved. Next, withdrawal of supplies by the owner for personal use. Operating, investing, financing.
Wala po.
Wala rin. Bakit? Kasi ang winidraw,
Walang cash.
supplies, hindi naman
Supplies.
cash. So, walang effect yan sa cash flow. Tama? Next, dead ma ulit. Withdrawal of cash by the owner for personal use. Kasama ba yan? Operating, investing, financing?
Financing.
Kasama saan?
Financing.
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 Minus yun, di ba? Withdrawal. 2,000. Okay? Next, cash investment by the owner. 50,000. Kasama ba yan?
Yes
Tama
po.
Yes,
Opo.
of course. Under ng
Financing.
additional yan. Inflow yan. Tama? So you have 81,000 sa operating, net operating cash. Investing, net investing cash, negative 60,000. Then financing, positive 48,000. Tama? May kulang pa ba ako?
Hindi po na-add ata yung 100,000.
Let's see. Yun, that's correct. Hindi nga na-add. So add natin lahat mula borrowing hanggang cash withdrawal. So in effect, 148,000 ang financing. So if you add it all, 81 minus 60,000 plus 148, you got 169,000. And that's correct. Nakuha ni Che Atat. Okay? 169,000. Congrats. You won 100 peso.
Sir, may
So,
sunod pa po ba niyan?
Any question? We're done,
Ano
class.
pa?
We're done. Any question? We're done. May question po ba? So, dun sa mga nahiya, pwedeng i-chat.
Wala na po.
Wala na. Clear po
Pero
ba?
sir,
Sige, yes.
yung pong, ay hindi, para sa next po, meron pa po ba niyan na webinar tungkol sa paggawa ng, ay sa basic accounting po?
Gusto nyo ba?
Yung
Opo.
Yes po.
Reversing at saka
Super.
post-closing, sir.
Reversing tsaka post-closing. Post-closing, madali lang yun eh. Madali lang yun eh.
There.
By the way, saan na ba kayo? Where are you now when it comes to basic accounting? Anong topics na kayo? So I
Yung
can...
last pong naturo sa amin nung grade 12 po kami, hanggang ano lang po kami.
Hanggang?
Di lang po naturo closing, post-closing at saka po yung reversing lang po yung di naturo.
Okay. Possible, we will not have live webinar for that. Siguro, just wait for the recorded video. I-upload natin yun sa Facebook then sa YouTube.
Yun.
Okay? Kukumpletuhin
Apo, sir.
natin yun.
Abangan po namin.
Oo, kasi sa YouTube kulang pa tayo ng trial balance, yung unadjusted. So kapag na-upload ko na yun, susunod ko na yung adjusting na previously na gawa na natin through live webinar, right? So i-upload lang natin yon. After that, we will upload the adjusted trial balance. Kung tapos na tayo sa adjusting, after we upload it, adjusting trial balance. After ng adjusting trial balance, eto na, mga financial statements. Tama? After financial statements, yung susunod na, closing entries. Then the post-closing entries, then the reversing entries. Possible purely ano yan, mga recorded videos only. Wala tayong live
Sige po,
webinar
sir.
series. Okay? Kung meron man, I hope, you hope also. Ang
Kasama
ila-live
kami, sir.
natin is about merchandising na. Okay?
Okay po.
Okay? Any question? Payroll, that's applicable for a grade 12, ABM, tama ba? Alam ko, pang grade 12 yan. So, tingnan natin, no? Hindi po, grade 11, grade 12.
Wala pong payroll, yung basic accounting lang po yung tinuturo ng grade 11 and 12.
Talaga? Anong topic yon? Kasi alam ko,
Sir,
siguro
meron pong payroll.
Meron po sa amin,
Then,
sa
sir.
iba. ABM yan,
Sa
ABM.
iba po, sa iba po siguro.
Sa amin po, sir, wala po.
ABM yung may payroll. Meron ba kayo nun?
Wala po
ABM
kami nun.
grade 11 po.
May payroll na
ABM
kayo.
din po ako. Wala po.
Siguro sa iba.
Meron po kami ng second quarter.
Meron din sa iba siguro nga. Pero first year, yes, meron nga yan sa BSA. Meron yan. Mas yun, mas somehow related yan sa mga SSS, PhilHealth, di ba? Pag-ibig, kasama din dyan yung mga withholding taxes. So medyo yun, madugo yun.
Sobrang nakakalito po nun, sir, na bumagsak ako dun eh.
Hindi, yan. Don't make it no. Don't disappoint from that kasi masyadong naman talaga yun. Kumbaga, you need to read it twice, thrice, no? Or even more than that to understand it. Tsaka may kasi yun eh, lots of computation yun eh. So, kailangan mo talaga intindihin yun. Kung i-discuss yan ng one day lang, mahirapan kayo. Kung kailangan yan, kumbaga series yan. Okay? So,
Abangan
pa?
po namin yung sir, merchandising na
yes, abangan
pati
nyo
yung
na lang.
mga
Okay? So, just to advertise lang, no? So, I hope you can share our Facebook page, then YouTube channel. Pa-subscribe na lang din. No?
Apo.
Kung may natutunan kayo, and sa tingin nyo
Madami
useful
po.
to, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our Facebook page. Share it with your friends and classmates, class. Okay? If you may. So, lang tayo,
Thank you
parang
po, sir.
give and take.
Opo,
So,
sir.
with that, if there's any question, muli, maraming salamat. See you next time.
See you
Thank
next
you
time
po.
Thank you po.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.